That's good. Peace. This is Slangston Hughes, the connoisseur, fine rhyme, New Orleans hip hop band leader. I am here with Offbeat Magazine, and I'm about to take you on a tour of 3 of my favorite snowball stands in the city. I want to go to Snow Wizard because I have not gone this season, but they didn't open until like late May. I would drive by, it's like, they're still closed, and then miraculously, like one time they're open. So, yeah, I want to go because I haven't gone yet. I think there's a natural synergy between New Orleans hip hop and Detroit hip hop. I'm a huge fan, and enjoy everyone from Fat Cat to obviously Dilla. We've seen similar struggles, whether it be from a cultural standpoint, and just looking at the way that the landscape has changed, both musically and historically for the city. I mean, when you think about Katrina, you see so many different abandoned buildings and spaces that once were offices, once were homes, once were neighborhoods, and you can see that across the board is still happening in Detroit as well. So I think there's a natural synergy, both musically as well as from a cultural perspective and political perspective as well. Snow, yes, Snow is a dope spot, owned by the Russells, good folks. The Hollygrove location is near and dear to my heart, because I grew up in Hollygrove. Yeah, I mean, they are known for their original cheesecake stuffed snowballs, often imitated, never duplicated. People have tried and failed, man. I don't know what they do, what specific substance they're using to coagulate and keep that cheesecake solidified. I've seen some bad stuffed cheesecake snowballs, man. Anytime that Black comes down, I always try to give people the overall process of just saying that he is the closest thing, in my personal opinion, to Dilla drums you're gonna hear. And I think that kind of gives enough information off top to let people know, like, okay, well, I need to check it out if they're not familiar with the music. I mean, he's a hell of a band leader. I think I take some cues from Black in that regards. I mean, he's definitely a musician. There's a specific boom bap soundscape there, heavy melody. There's some funk too, for sure. And just, I think it kind of brings together the Detroit sound all together. So I mean, he's got the funk, there's a little house in there, and it's definitely hip hop at the end of the day. So I mean, it's street. I mean, it's street to a degree, but at the same time, it's funky and it's musical, and I think it's something that anybody could get behind. So there's a lot of live energy on the stage, especially when you mix Nat Turner into that. When you have the full band as well as him, just dropping classics from several albums. So it's a good, funky, live time. Yeah, Sydney's is relatively new. It's in the Treme of the 7th. It's a nice stand, it's colorful. Last time I was there, they had a grasshopper, and the grasshopper was hitting. And they put the gummy bear in the center like Rodney's. It was a quintessential quality snowball experience. Very good stuff. I was happy. I'm satisfied. Never be afraid to ask for additional syrup. Never be afraid to experiment. Mix it up. Pistachio here and there, a little iced coffee with condensed milk could go a long way. Do something crazy like pina colada and pomegranate, or, just experiment. You might not like them all, but at the end of the day, you can say you've tried it. Talk to the people at the stands. From a New Orleans perspective, we are people that talk, we converse a lot. I can go outside on Frenchman and walk past like the beer delivery truck driver and say, good morning, good afternoon. We're going to have some type of rapport and potentially talk about the Pelicans, the Saints, whatever it might be. Because, we're all living out here trying to pay bills and keep a roof over our head at the end of the day. So there's going to be some commonality, there's going to be some similarity. And why not share those similarities over snowballs? Boom! Mic drop. Yo, so there are a lot of snowball stands that are out across the city of New Orleans. I mean, that could be Orleans, that could be across the river, Jefferson Parish. Wherever you go, make sure you enjoy yourself and have a great time. With that being said, you can catch me and my band Mester Flow. We'll be providing opening support for Black Milk and his band Nat Turner on Friday, July 27th at 3 Keys.